Alright guys, there's the countdown. Welcome back. If you guys are just tuning in, you actually haven't missed too much. All I was here for is the winners final broadcast in which Nasser won that. He is sitting nice and comfy in the grand finals right now. Meanwhile, AcidLingz dropped down to losers final. This is a double elimination tournament. This is going to be a best of one. Loser will pack his bags and sit at home doing something else, I guess. It's not like he's going to pack his bags and go home because he's probably already at home. So winner goes to grand finals. So here we go, guys. Starting off at the top left, we have the Red Zerg AcidLingz. His opponent, the Green Protoss Wiewor. Wiewor. Oh my God, that's awful. It can't be just V's where it's viewer. It's got to be like Wiewor. And that's a messed up name, man. Like right off the bat, that's messed up names. Just for that reason, I would hope you're almost not going to the grand final, so I don't have to pronounce your name. Again, we are on Chikar's Plateau, guys. Full screen, please. No problem. Mr. Delta Libre freaking out. You're not missing out too much right now. Like I said, top left, top right, close by air. We're gonna have the drone and the probe give a high five to each other. They're gonna pass by. Overlord is going to find either way really quick by close position, so kind of should be interesting one-on-one matchup against the ZVP, and that's kind of what lately the European Amateur Cup has kind of been right now. Lately it's been a lot of Protoss players, so a lot of PvPs and a lot of Zerg, so you will see a lot of CVPs. Definitely in this tournament there has been quite a bit of lack of Terrans, so we're going to kind of pay attention to that. I don't know, that's kind of an interesting aspect when you don't have that. Like these are the matchups that the players get to practice a lot and get to play in the tournament. So I think if a Terran player actually was well prepared and came into this tournament that had a little bit of skill, he could actually probably take it down, depending. But it's depending. So Hatch does go down at the moment right now for AcidLingz. Meanwhile, on the other side, I think it was scouted out there. He's going to be a Forge Fast expand. I'm not exactly sure. For AcidLingz, yes, he does. He sees that forge building, so fairly easily and simple to scout that out. Overlord getting into base, getting a little bit of scouting information. And again, this is the European Amateur Cup number 5. If you guys want to participate in the European Amateur Cups, first you have to be a bronze, silver, or a gold player. That's 1. 2, you have to have an account on the European/Russian server. 3, place first or second in the EU Shiny Dailies, which you guys can find if you go to z33k.com. You could always find those in the tournament tab. And for that you have to be a bronze, silver, and gold also. First, second place get easy entry in, or if you're just consistent enough of a player, you also will get an invite that Saturday before. Now, the cool thing about this one, this is kind of like that grand finale of the week. A lot of these guys are the best of the best of the golds and stuff like that over here on the European servers. So once these guys win, whoever wins does get an hour coaching session. I again forgot to check the prize of who in the hell it is. So we'll make sure, try to not miss that out. So right now we see just kind of that natural pop nut. Not too much is going to go on. My prediction right now for AcidLingz, most likely gonna do this funky 2-base. I don't even know. He's gonna do. I don't know. He's gonna do something funky 2-base, like composition. Maybe throw out some mutas eventually, something like that. Takes out double assimilator. Smart. We should be also. I don't know. I'm gonna pay attention to this, kind of see when he decides to take his third. Thank you, Akham Saro. So it is Akham Saro coaching session from him, 1 hour. He is a top tier level player masters over on the European server, so you'll definitely guys get to know some good stuff. Looking at on the backside, Roach Warren on its way. Standard, probably going to throw down some roaches right here for defense. Meanwhile, on the other side, 4 Zealots are just popping up. Very interesting. 2 cannons, interesting wall of Zealots. Going to be really hard for them to get in. Yawn. So, as we see, not too much going on. I don't know, I'm surprised. Usually as a Zerg player, what you would usually see, he's actually droning fairly well right now, 28. But again, you would see the numbers get up a little bit higher than what he's got right now at the moment. About around this mark, actually not even later, there would usually with the Forge Fast Expand, a Zerg player would take the third right over here. You definitely don't really want to produce any units right now at the moment. Like he's producing roaches, but you really don't need that right now. And I'll like Zerg players realize that you don't need that right now. Have a scout like right here. There you go. You have that Ling right there. Keep it close enough where you can see these Zealots coming out, going for a hit squad. He's actually got 5 right now, probably going for even a 6th one right now. So he's gonna come out with the Zealot hit squad, and you see that right then and there. That's when you pop out units. Don't do it any earlier. Like here he comes. You're gonna be able to defend it just fine. Roaches will be able to out micro all these Zealots. But again, that's the whole thing. Get that expansion up and running, get more drones, stuff like that. So, and looking at the production tab, see, I don't understand this. With 5 Zealots coming out, why in the world are you producing 5 more roaches? Like, just drone up, you're gonna be fine. You've got plenty of defenses at the moment. Wiewor kind of has metagame just a little bit and was looking to see, and this is exactly right here. You could just out micro all of them. You could almost outrun them. Zealots are not exactly the fastest unit in the world of the game. Oh wow, he actually stopped rallying. Oh my god. So Wiewor is actually going to lose all these, unfortunately. Very unfortunate for him. Most likely going to lose all these Zealots if not careful. Oh my god, actually Trap Rocks kind of stutter stepped the AI of the Zealots, not doing too well. So what AcidLingz actually needs to do, oh wow, he's actually going to go all in on this one. 2 more cannons are about to form with the force field. It's actually going to be really rough to push into that. He's got a pretty nice composition. The fact he's got about 5 roaches rallying in. So again, like I was saying, AcidLingz doing something funky. 2 base LNs. He's actually got a roach kind of left behind over here. But yeah, again, not droning really hard, anything like that. I think what he's going to do is just wait for missile attacks number 1 to not finish. Yep, not going to wait for missile attacks number 1 to not finish. And again, it's going to be really rough. And I don't understand that force field at the moment. It doesn't really block off anything, unfortunately. And here we go, trying to pick off some of the cannons. As I said, it's going to be really rough to engage into this many cannons at the moment. He's going to try to pick off these cannons, but again, going to be just fine to hold them off. Unless he's going to rally in more roaches on the backside, in which he will indeed, warping in more Zealots. And where's the Cybernetics Core? There it is. You could actually form some Stalkers and try to get those out of the way. Pulls probes off the line and just needs to actually get those roaches out of there for the moment. Try to rally in a few more units. Pick off a few more probes if possible. At the moment, just going to kind of back up. Another roach does get picked off. That's just rough, man. Cannon doing a lot of damage at the moment. It's actually a 9-kill cannon at the moment. That's crazy. So we got Hero Cannon right here. Has a total of 9 kills. Total of 10 kills at the moment. And I think AcidLingz at the moment right now is overextending himself. And he needs to go back. Probes are actually probably going to just go back to the mineral line here in about a moment. And I'm still again surprised. Where are your Stalkers warping in? Don't understand that. I think... Oh, he's going to actually morph in sentries. Kind of a bad decision. Either way, not a terrible really push, but again, I feel like he's down on workers. Nope. AcidLingz is up ahead on workers, 38 to 31. We're going to take a look at the kill count, 9 total workers killed, and that is exactly why. Either way, good hold off right now by Wiewor. It's really nice for him. Doing a great job holding off, and now he's going to have an observer pop out. I didn't see a robotics bay go down just yet. No, it's not. So maybe, I don't know. The game's going to kind of thaw out a little bit right now, and we're going to wait for kind of probably more units, maybe a little bit more of a composition. And here we go, finally taking the third. AcidLingz does indeed, and maybe he's actually going to double expand and try to take this base, and he does indeed. Oh, I love this AcidLingz. You disappoint me, then you make me happy again. So taking this third and his fourth, a double expansion. I love that. Already going for lair tech, so we might see some units out on the field. But again, Sack Support Overlord doesn't really get much of a scout inside the base. Let's take a look really quick at the AcidLingz cam at the moment. This is actually all he sees at the moment. He doesn't see that there's a robotics bay. All these gates are here. But I think he could fairly assume what exactly is going on the other side of things. Let's take a look at the Wiewor cam. He just kind of sees the front, plus he's got that observer right now, and I think he's going to send him down to the third and fourth just to double check, see what's up, and he will find them momentarily. Indeed, he sees at least a third, kind of pulls back, so he knows that he is expanding at the moment, getting those expansions out. So Wiewor actually might take a push right here if he could get a little bit more units out at the moment. And here we go. First Immortal popping out, second Immortal on its way. Robotic space just about done, so we are actually going to see some Colossus. And